can feel your love. So let it shine, let the whole world see. This is the day that you made for me. I won't let someone take away the love you gave me. Knowing what you've done, every day my heart will say, I lift my hands up, I'm gonna stand up. I wanna tell the world you set me free. I wanna thank you, I wanna praise you. It's so amazing what you've done for me. You will be there when the morning breaks. You will be there for me every day. I'm gonna dance, let the whole world see. I will rejoice for the love you bring. I won't let someone take away the love you gave me. Knowing what you've done, every day my heart will say, I lift my hands up, I'm gonna stand up. I wanna tell the world you set me free. I wanna thank you, I wanna praise you. It's so amazing what you've done for me. I won't let someone take away the love you gave me. Knowing what you've done, every day my heart will say, I lift my hands up, I'm gonna stand up. I wanna tell the world you set me free. I wanna thank you, I wanna praise you. It's so amazing what you've done for me. With my hands, I will tell the world you set me free. Give you thanks. So amazing what you've done for me. With my hands, I will tell the world you set me free. Give you thanks. So amazing what you've done for me.
Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Story Time with Preacher Leon. So good to see each of you here today. Thank you for getting online with us and watching our story. I've got a great story for you today, and it's taken out of the Old Testament. It's taken out of 2 Kings, the 5th chapter. And I want to tell you about a little girl and a time in which she was with had met a proud general in the army. So let me read this story to you, if I could, here, boys and girls, today. Naaman was a very important man in a very important army of a very important country. So you see, he was very, very, very important. But Naaman was sick. He had leprosy, which is a nasty thing that stops you from feeling anything. Bits of you fall off without you even noticing it, like bashed fingers and squished toes. It might sound funny, but it sure wasn't funny to Naaman. And Naaman certainly wasn't laughing. There was no cure. It never, ever went away, boys and girls. And in the end, it took his life. Now, Naaman needed help. Now, there was a little girl who worked for Naaman, and she knew someone who could help him. But there was a problem. Naaman was her enemy. Not long before, Naaman had led an army raid on her home in Israel. He had killed her whole family and carried her off to Syria and made her into his servant. Every night she cried herself to sleep. She had lost everything. Why would she, of all people, want to help Naaman? Didn't she hate him and want to hurt him back? Didn't she want to make him pay for the wrong that he had done to her family? That's what you would expect. But instead of hating him, boys and girls, she loved him. Somehow or another, I think God was proud of her for doing that. Don't you, boys and girls? Instead of hurting him back, here's what she did. She forgave him. Boys and girls, that's a good thing that this little girl forgave Naaman for all the bad things that he had done to her family. Now I want Naaman to get well, she said to the family there. There's a man in Israel called Elisha who can heal him. I'll go, said Naaman, loading up his wagons and putting on his flashing armor. But I'll go to the palace because that's where someone important like me will have to get healed. So he hurried off to Israel and he went straight to the king. My healing, please, he announced. I can do a lot of things, the king replied, but only God can heal. Just then a message from Elisha arrived. Send Naaman here, it read. So Naaman hurried off to Elisha's house, but Elisha didn't even come out and greet him. He just sent a servant instead. Doesn't Elisha realize who I am? Naaman thought. But what the servant said next made him even madder. Wash in here, he said. Just wash. Naaman laughed. In that slimy, stinky river? He looked around to see if this was some kind of joke. It wasn't. Any person can wash in a river, he thought. I am Naaman. I am important. I should do something important so God will heal me. And he rode off just so angry, boys and girls. Of course, you and I both know that's not how God does things. All Naaman needed was nothing. It was the one thing Naaman didn't have. God knew that Naaman was even sicker on the inside than he was on the outside. Naaman was proud. He thought he didn't need God. His heart didn't work properly. He couldn't feel anything anymore. You see, Naaman had leprosy of his heart. God not only was God, he was going to heal Naaman's skin, he was going to heal Naaman's pride. Now Naaman finally agreed to wash in the river. And you know what happened, boys and girls? Instantly, just like that, his skin became smooth, just like a newborn baby. Naaman wanted to pay Elisha. God healed you. You can't pay, Elisha said. It's free. And so it was that the very sick man was healed, all because of a little servant girl who forgave him. God knew sin was like leprosy. It stopped his children's hearts from working properly. And in the end, it would kill them. Years later, God was going to send another servant to forgive, just as this little girl did, to forgive all of God's children and to heal the terrible sickness in their heart. Their hearts were broken. But boys and girls, you know what God can do? But God can mend broken hearts. What a beautiful story this is of how God took a little girl and she forgave a man that had done such bad things and had killed her family and had taken her back to his country, and she forgave him, and she pointed him in the right direction to where he could be healed of leprosy that he couldn't find any place that anybody could do anything to help him. And Elisha did that very thing and God healed him by simply obeying what Elisha told him to do. He tried to resist. He said, I'm not washing in that stinking river. But you know what? Eventually, he did just that. And when he did, when he finally surrendered to God and said, God, I will do what you want me to do. If washing the river is what will heal me, I will do it. And he trusted God, and he got in the river, and he was healed. Isn't that a great story, boys and girls? I hope that each of you has a great day today. I pray that God will just bless you in a very rich way, and I hope that each of you are well and each of your families well. We're praying for you, boys and girls. We look forward to the time in which that we can have everyone back here in church. So you take care. Have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you next Saturday. Take care, boys and girls. May God bless.